Hello everyone and welcome to another YachtWay Spotlight. Today I am going to take you on a full thorough walkthrough of this Mystic 5200, and there are so many cool tricks and features that I cannot wait to show you. So come along and let's take a look. So we're starting our walkthrough all the way from the aft platform here. So first you have a ladder that is integrated into the platform. So this folds all the way down. Very easy to come back to the boat from the water. Close this down. And right here you have carbon fiber poles that coincide, and you can attach a canvas bimini towards the top. So giving you plenty of shade while you're lounging over here. Now, if you like, you can always option the boat with electric bimini, which is integrated into the hardtop, and it's hidden away when you don't need it. But otherwise, it gives you, again, plenty of shade for the whole dining area in the back. Let's talk about power, something that is right here in our face. This one is powered, like I said, with 600 horsepower Mercury outboards and giving you a top speed of 80 miles an hour. And this is a fast boat, which means you're cruising around 45 to 60 miles an hour. And what's neat is usually with 600s, you have these rubber pipes that are connected to the deck. Now what they've done is actually they have these stainless steel pipes, which gives this whole area in the back super clean, giving you more space to walk around, and nothing is obstructing from the nice clean look of the boat. All the way in the back you have a nice big storage unit, so which you can open up and you can fit all your toys, your biminis, whatever you like. Everything is hidden away all the way in the back. On your port side now, you have these two little latches, which you can open up. And underneath, you have one that has a water faucet control, so you hot and cold water. And on the other side, you have a shower head. So if you come out from the water, you can rinse yourself down right in the back as well. And this one obviously hides away when not in use, just like this. This here is probably the place that a lot of people are going to be lounging at and having their favorite meals at. So you have a nice high-low table, which we'll come back to, but you have a U-shaped seating, and on both sides you have these gates, which give you protection for the kids or for the pets you have on board, so nobody's gonna run out while you're going 80 miles an hour over here. And what's cool about these side gates is that they fold flush with the hull, so nothing is, again, sticking out and you would hit your knees against it. This lounging area here obviously is the place that everybody would want to be. First of all, it's super comfortable. What I do like is that you have these backrests that are slightly on an angle and they're quite high, so gives you a nice place to lounge at. And the material of these cushions is actually super neat. It feels like leather, but it's not leather. And I mean, it feels super premium and it's comfortable while you're sitting over here. And what's neat is this underneath your chins, you have slanted area, which makes you sit like it makes you feel like you're in a bucket seat, which is great. And obviously you have a cup holder, one on either side. And of course this table, like I mentioned, goes all the way down and becomes a nice sunbed. So you can lounge over here. Now what's also neat is you have this non-skid over here. So when you put any plates or anything on top of the table, nothing slides off like it would normally do. So here, this whole dining area lifts up on an angle, and you have access to your generators, your stabilizer, and all your systems. So if you do need to do maintenance for anything, you can easily do it. Now, of course, if that's not something that you want to do, you can always use this access panel over here, and you have access to your first thing you see is your Kohler generator sitting right over here. So, two accesses to your systems. Now we get to our summer kitchen over here. First things what you have is obviously you have your cup holders. You have two on either side, plenty of place to keep all your mugs at. And of course you also have your barbecue, Canyon barbecue grill, your proper barbecue over here. And what's neat is this whole thing, there's no latch per se that will close it. What they use is actually magnets. So voila, now this whole barbecue is closed. So while you're going 80 miles an hour, you don't have anything that rattles around, and there are no latches that you have to make sure that are tight always. Next to this, you have a sink. So if you need to rinse down anything, you can easily do that. And again, a lid that closes it up and keeps it nicely organized. Plenty of storage underneath here. And you also have a cool refrigerator. And why this is cool is because, let's say you store your boat away for the season in a storage. What you can do is you can actually take this whole unit out and keep it at your house. And while it's on the boat, you can plug it in and you have access to your waters and obviously your cold beer as well. So this is great for that, and plenty of space over here. I mean, there's so many cans. I want to say you can easily fit 30, 40, 50 cans, 50 cans over here, no problem. And another 30, 40 bottles of water as well. So plenty of storage. And this one obviously goes in and out with just a push of a button. So if you are building your very own custom 5200 Mystic, what you can do is you can add a TV, which electrically goes up and down, and you can enjoy it while you're lounging or in your sunbed in the back. Now, I do want to talk about the magnets one more time, because all this area here have storage underneath. And the way you access this storage is by just lifting up these cushions. And what's neat is these cushions have magnets underneath. So again, you don't have any latches that obstruct with a view over here, or latches that may possibly break. You just put these cushions down and they just stick to it. How cool is that? I wish more manufacturers would do that. This is such a neat little feature, and it's so easy. I mean, you just lift it up and you know that it's in place once it clicks. So very neat little thing. All the way in the hardtop, you have a collapsible light post, and also this boat has antennas. Both of these antennas go electrically down as well. So if you have low bridges, you can easily get underneath them. Now, in the back, you also have cameras, which we'll come back to, because this boat has a full 360 Garmin surround view camera system, which is very neat. And it's a newer system, so you don't see it often on a boat. So it's cool that we can show you that. Obviously, rear view camera, like I mentioned. And you also have 4 speakers facing towards the aft. Oftentimes what happens is when you're lounging by the sunbed in the back, you don't have the speakers that reach you. Well, these speakers definitely will reach you. And talking about a reach, this boat has 24 speakers. So you can rest assured, any song you play at any speed, you will hear it. Now, as we keep walking, there's a super neat panel over here with all the functions, you know, for your engine latch, for your lights, for your freshwater pumps, etc. But what it also has, it has an exit mode button. Now, what does that mean? Oftentimes what happens is once you turn all the lights off on a boat, you realize that you may need to pick something back up again. So this boat has an exit mode. And what it means is once you push that, it starts shutting off things one at a time. For example, engine batteries first. And the last thing that it shuts off is the exterior lights as you walk away. How cool is that? So you just push one button and it does everything else for you. That way, whenever you come back to the boat, there's nothing that you forgot on, and now the battery is empty. So this is a very cool little neat feature that I have not seen on a boat before. Now, as we keep walking, you have a dual row of seating. So one for your passenger in the back, obviously 4 seats. These backrests or your seating areas fold down, or you can just lean against them. Now, when they are all the way down, you have a great footrest. And if you have maybe shorter legs or your kid, you can also use the upper footrest. And of course, you have cup holders. You have a total of 8 cup holders just by the seating area over here. So which means every passenger in the back seat can have 2 drinks at the same time. So if you're not a 1 drink guy, this boat's perfect for you, because you can fit 2 drinks right in front of your seat. And if the ride gets rough, you also have a grab rail so you can grab onto, making sure that you're not flying off over here. But the amount of protection you have from the wind, I don't think it gets uncomfortable on the back seat or the back row over here at all. And what's neat is these metal grills actually light up during the nighttime. So these are not here just for decoration. They actually serve a purpose. So if you want to turn your lights to red or blue, you can make sure that you can do that right here. Now, we get to the helm station, and this is where a lot of the cool tricks actually lie on. Oh, the first trick is that you have an AC at the helm station, and this blows cold air, and let me tell you that. This blows proper cold air. First of all, plenty of protection from the wind, as I mentioned before. Front windshield is so far away, it makes it feel like this boat is not a 52-footer. It makes it feel like it's closer to a 60 feet. You also have these isinglass triangles on both sides, which means if you're a northeast boater, you can extend your boating season just by adding these little triangles, because you have so much protection. Something that I have never seen before is these Garmin monitors. These are the newest ones, 27-inch monitors, 2 of them. Obviously, you can configure them whichever way your mind imagines. And like I mentioned earlier, this boat has a 360 camera system. So what we can do is we can click on any of those cameras, any corner, and now we can see how far or how close we are to the dock. So we maybe want to see the aft corner. Boom, now we see that. How cool is that? So this is something that anybody who's new to boating and is scared of hitting the dock, not knowing how far it is, this is a great feature for that. Absolutely awesome. And obviously you can turn on individual cameras whichever way you like. What you can also do is you can actually add Apple TV behind your Garmin monitors, and you can connect it to Starlink. You use these monitors, these humongous 27-inch monitors, as a TV to watch a YouTube TV or, you know, Netflix, whatever you like. You can do that while you're sitting over here, which is very cool. So if you do longer cruises, maybe heading towards Bahama, then, you know, somebody can sit here and watch a TV while the captain is cruising, which is very nice. This boat has a Mercury joystick, which, you know, you can use to maneuver around. Very simple. Also has a skyhook, so the boat stays in the same exact location. So when you're waiting for a bridge or going to a restaurant, trying to get your lines ready, use that system and it's perfect for that. Also has a side power bow thruster. This is the best of the best, which means this, you know, the more you push, the more power you'll have on the side power thruster, which is great. And also your Mercury engine controls and your USB chargers for your phones as well. I told that this boat has a lot of cool gadgets. One of those is this new Garmin's Vesper VHF system. And it is so clear that
Central Florida.
it sounds like it's a radio. It is so clear, it's unbelievable. So if you've never used Vesper VHF system before, I strongly encourage you to change or throw away your old VHF system, because this is absolutely amazing. What you can also do is, let's say that this boat, for example, has a Starlink system. So you can monitor the whole boat from your VHF, which means that if you're not on the boat, you can connect to the boat from your phone, from anywhere in the world, so you can see if bilge alarms goes on, if there's anything wrong with the boat, you can monitor just by having this on board, and Starlink. So neat little thing that I would highly recommend to everybody. And also this boat has a wireless phone charger. So what you can do is, voila, now your phone is charging. How awesome is that, huh? So you can easily see if anybody texts you, you can see that. And if you don't need to charge it, you have a nice pocket over here where you can keep your phone, maybe your wallet, stored away as well. Very neat. And of course, 3 more cup holders for your helm station as well. So plenty of place to keep all your drinks at. So before we head towards the bow, I want to show you something really cool. This boat has side wind doors, which means, you know, when the boat goes really fast, you want to open up these side windows. And oftentimes they're manual wind doors, which either you have to manually put out, or you have them electric, but when you slow down, you have to pull them back in. This boat has them automatic. So this means, so if we push a button now, these side doors open up, and not do they just open up with the push of a button, they deploy automatically when the speed goes over 20 miles an hour. Now, what it also does is when the speed goes below 20 miles an hour, it'll automatically retract. Oftentimes people walk around the boat when you go below 20 and you don't have to manually push. Turn them on, turn them off, turn them on, turn them off. It does it automatically. Super neat feature. Again, something that Mystic really does is thinking about their owners and making sure that the ride is comfortable and the experience is as seamless as possible for their owners, which is very neat. Again, push a button if you want to do it manually, you can do it by pushing the button. As we head to the bow, final little things at the helm station. You have an additional Garmin monitor at the top, 2 dual speakers for JL audio, and 2 more speakers right above you. So 24 speakers, like I told you, they're evenly spread out across the board, so everybody can hear the music on board. Now, as we keep walking, first of all, this whole deck is flush, so there's no steps, and the gunnels, I want to say, is like 3.5, close to 4 feet. I mean, it's such a safe base, like a bouncy house. Everywhere you bounce, it's soft, so nobody hurts themselves when you're going full speed. And also the floor is soft. As we walk towards the bow now, I mean, first of all, these walkways are super wide, plenty of space for anybody, regardless of the size of you. I mean, it's super nice place to walk on. Once you get to the bow, you have these nice, these chase loungers. Oh, I mean, this is comfortable now. I mean, come on. You have these armrests over here. You have cup holders. So you have 2 cup holders. Wow, I mean, this is a great place to be. I can imagine that this is comfortable when you're going, you know, 65 miles cruise, 80 miles topping out. And right in front of you, you have a Garmin 17-inch monitor. You can see how fast you're going, where you're going. And you also have steps. So if you have now a high dock, you have nice steps that you can walk off. And what's neat is actually this whole walkway on the side is non-skid. So even when somebody does use them, nobody slips here because it's plenty grippy for you. And nice steps to walk down. Now, again, you have seating area also towards the bow, backrest or armrest, whichever way you like. And you can also face forward, which is very nice. And you have a grab rail. This feels like in a car. You have a grab rail by the door, so you can hold on to. And you can also make sure that you have your cup holders on your side. And if your phone gets empty, you can also put it over here and use the wireless charger right by your side. Very cool. And of course, you have your personal speaker here as well, making sure that you can hear all the tunes. And again, you have this storage area here. So if you want to keep your towels or anything stored away, you can do that in the bow as well. Of course, an anchor locker. So if you do want to anchor out, nicely finished everything, huh? So this is all nicely finished here. The anchor has a proper lock. So when you're going full speed, when you pull the anchor in, you lock the anchor out. And you also have a control button here to put the anchor in and out. Now, same thing on the other side. You have a lounge area, storage, cup holders, wireless chargers. What this side also has is you have a table. So you have controls for the table. So you have 2 tables actually in the bow, one at the starboard side and one on the port side. So what you can do is just push a button and these tables go up. And what's great is once these tables go all the way up now, you actually have the walkway in the center, so you can easily walk past the tables, so nobody has to climb over the people to walk out. Let's do a role play. So let's say that I'm sitting over here and I would say, I want to walk out. I would have to disturb the people next to me. But here, I'll just slide out and I'll walk away. Now, as I walk away, what I do want to pay attention to is the roof line. So if you look at the roof line now of this boat, it reminds me of a Darth Vader's or Stormtroopers masks lines. So you look at that line now and you tell me that it doesn't remind you of that. I think it's, if you see this thing coming at you, it looks like Darth Vader is heading towards you. Now on both sides, on your port side and on your starboard side, you have these floor panels, which means these open up and you have plenty of storage access to keep your fenders at, your toys at. And I can stand over here. You see you have maybe like 1.5 feet, plenty of storage and like 4 feet wide. And all these lockers are interconnected with each other. You can put long items as well. So if you maybe have a fishing rod that you put in here, then you can definitely do that as well. Welcome to the inside of the 5200 now. First thing, obviously, you have a Garmin monitor here, so you can control, again, your lights, everything you might need, systems from the little panel here. You have a sliding door, and of course, if you want manual light controls, you also have those right over here, which is great. As we keep walking, you have a nice big fridge with actually a freezer, which is proper like a home fridge here. You also have a nice cabinet here to keep all your belongings at, and you also have a hanging closet in the back over here as well. You also have a galley area in the back, and underneath you have a microwave here, so if you want to warm up a slice of pizza or a soup, or maybe make popcorn for your movie night, you can do that. And you also have a proper head, which you have an access to right over here. So obviously you can change these light colors to whatever color you like. You have a toilet. You have your fill gauge here. Oh, I turned myself off. You have a toilet fill gauge here, so you can see how much black water you have in the tank. You have a nice storage area over here, so all your belongings you can store away, and a nice mirror. Of course, a sink and a plug. So if you want to plug in your toothbrush or anything, you can do that. Also, over here, you have a proper shower. Again, I'm 6'1". I have plenty of space above my head. I can easily take a shower. You also have a nice AC over here. I can't really tell you how cold it is over here, but it's proper refrigerator inside of shower room here. Shower wand, so you can, rinse yourself down. And you also have a little shelf here, so if you want to put the shampoo or anything on, you can do that. And you have a teak flooring, just to give you a nice finish below your feet as you're washing yourself down. And this one obviously has a door that latches down, keeps it closed while you're on the way. You have a full bed area over here. So what you can do is you can easily lay down over here. So I'm 6'1". I think this bed is right about 6'1". So that's how much space you have here. And what you also have that I'm noticing now, you have wireless chargers. Yeah, so you can put your phone right above your head, charge them wirelessly. Plenty of headspace. Look at this, my hand is all the way up. Plenty of space above my head. And what you also can do is, neat little trick in this boat, with a push of a button, which is right here, you can lift this whole thing up and you can convert it into a table. So we push this cushion away. We take this starboard away, or you can just push it to there. Voila. Now you have a dining table here. So if you want to come down, hide yourself away, grab a bite to eat, you can do that underneath with plenty of natural light coming in from the top, which is nice. But yeah, you can easily, grab a bite in the back over here. So this is the interior of the 5200. What you can also do actually is add an additional berth underneath the helm seat, which they're working on, just a place for, kids, or, if you want to use it as additional storage or whatnot, you have that option as well. So we're out and about now, and I want to start by talking about how protected you are from the elements by sitting in a second row of seats. Well, right now we're going only 10 miles an hour, but we're gonna start speeding up over here. And this whole area is super quiet over here. There's no wind that is blasting into your face, and neither do you get wet from the splashes of the water outside. So we'll show you how this looks like. So right now we're doing 30 miles an hour, 33 miles an hour, and the speed just keeps on going up. And I'm talking totally normally. So if you're sitting over here with your friends, this is pretty much how you will be. You can have all your cups over here, and this is comfy. You don't even see my hair moving. This is how silent it is over here. And these Mercury V12s are just incredible. While John is driving over here, we'll look at over some numbers. So we're going 35 miles an hour and we're doing 0.63 miles per gallon. This is very economical. So just for a comparison, a lot of diesel engines, this is more or less what you would get in performance, but your speed would be around 28 miles per hour. So it gives you an understanding of how economical and fuel efficient these Mercury V12s really are. So now we're doing 50 miles an hour and we're doing 0.53. It showed 0.6, well, it depends on the water as well. But your fuel efficiency don't really change by going from 35 miles an hour to 50 miles an hour, and you still get the same fuel efficiency. That's really incredible. So right now we're doing 45 miles an hour. It feels super stable over here. And if you look outside, there's some whiteheads out. So what we want to do is we'll turn all the way to the east and see how she goes through the water. And keep in mind, this boat does not have a stabilizer, and it feels as if it does have it. This is 48 miles an hour, and we're making U-turns like it's nothing, you know? And again, it helps that the windshield is so far forward, and it gives you so much protection from the side that there's no wind hitting you, which makes you actually not think how fast you're going, because it feels like you're doing 25, 30 miles an hour. So if we push it again over here more, I mean, the torque that you get with 600s is unbelievable. Instant torque. The loudest thing in this boat is a flag that is on the roof. Again, we're turning over here. Wow. I mean, you have a two-step haul. There's zero skidding. And we're going straight into the waves also. This is impressive, I tell you that. And we're not even wide open right now. 54 miles an hour. This is your average day cruising with the boat. Your high cruise speed is around 65 miles an hour. And like I mentioned, you're topping out at 80 miles an hour. We'll do another turn over here. Wow. Straight into the waves like nothing. I tell you that. There's a reason why Mystic Boats has a customer return rate of over 50%. It's addictive. Once you get into this boat and you start going 50 miles an hour, that is your average cruise speed, no wonder you keep coming back. So we're sitting behind the dining table and we're doing 34 miles an hour. And this is how quiet these engines are. The V12s are just something unbelievable. You would never think that the V12 engine would be quiet enough that you could have a conversation while going, I mean, relatively fast compared to a lot of boats out there. So we just finished the full walkthrough of the Mystic 5200. We came from the Citra, amazing boat. And you know what? It's an amazing area. This is the first time that YachtWay is on Orlando Beach, right below Daytona Beach, actually, south of that. And what a cool area. You guys have an amazing sandbars over here. The waters are crystal clear out from the cut. And I mean, this is just unbelievable. What a great place and what a great boat. If you want to see more of this boat and if you want to see a full 360 of this boat, then visit YachtWay.com, because YachtWay is the only platform in the whole world that allows you to explore boats in virtual reality and in 3D. If you enjoyed this video, then hit the like button. If you want to see more YachtWay, then hit the subscribe button down below. And obviously, if you have any comments, suggestions, or ideas, leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.